Howdy, folks. How's it going? Hope you all had a good week. We're going to chill out tonight with a little bit of train running. And I'm on the Fitzgerald, which is the latest route for Run 8. Bought that the other day. And this is the first time I've been running on it. So we're going to be doing a lot of learning. I have been looking into some of the locals and stuff that were around. And I've started out this world with a save from, I think his name's Brad, over on the Depot server forums. And he makes populated worlds based on reality around the time period. So the world is populated, and we've got some cars here in Oglethorpe for the A731. So we're going to be running that local tonight. See how that goes. And like I said, we'll be learning the route. So let's get our engines fired up. I believe it's these two right here. Yep. There we go. Get the switches all put in. How's it going? Rat Dog, X-Ray 606. And is it Die Kick too? Die Kick? Hope I said that right. Welcome. Bob waits patiently. Yeah, I assume we'll have Bob. I don't know. Does Bob work on the CSX? We'll see. So like I said, I'm learning this route. I just bought the Fitzgerald. We're down in Georgia, so it's a little different than Southern California where we usually run. Actually got green trees around. And we are in, pull this up here. We're here in Oglethorpe. And we'll be running east, but I think it's actually railroad south. Yeah, it'd be railroad south. Out of Oglethorpe down towards Byron, I believe. And I'm going to have to kind of figure out where everything is. I said it perfect? Awesome. And you've never seen this game before? Run 8 is it's an awesome railroad simulator for North American freight. Around like 2000s. 2000-ish era, something like that. Southeast Bob. And I noticed I was playing around a little bit with the AI traffic generation, and since I don't own the other routes on each side of this particular sub, it couldn't spawn in the trains. It kept truncating them. So I've just got AI traffic turned off for now. I'll have to look into that, see if there's a way to make it not spawn truncated trains. So it's just us on the railroad, but we'll still talk to Bob, or to Otto, the dispatcher. First, we'll have to talk to Bob. Yeah, there he is. Dang, I was hoping he would stay out in California. And let's see, let me get my sheet up. And yeah, TRF needs to be on the front end. Just double checking my order here. Back here. There we are. Think of the big boy. Oh, this is way after the time of the big boy. Sideshow Bob. How's it going? Chinner, Thunder. Welcome. And this game is awesome. I would agree with you. So anywho, we got our engine started up. Let's get our car tags on. And let's do some flying around. So this whole cut is TRF, so we need to hook onto this one first. All right. That makes sense. So we want this guy. So we'll back into those. How are we looking down yonder? I think we're gonna have to throw some switches. Oh, you're in the Netherlands? Yeah, not too many US trains running through there. And I'm not familiar with CSX here in Georgia. And I'm actually not super familiar with real railroads in general. I just have fun playing with trains. All right, so we're going to have to come out on here. Now, is this the main? Yeah, that's not dispatcher controlled. Let's check this. Okay, so that switch is dispatcher. So that's that one. Okay, so that's considered a sighting. Hey, Stuart, how's it going? So like I said at the beginning of the stream, if you're just getting here, I just bought the Fitzgerald sub. It's another route for Run 8. It's down in Georgia. And I don't know the route at all, so we're going to be doing some learning. Yeah, so that's, okay, so that is dispatcher-controlled sighting. Gotcha. So I guess technically we would need to see if we could get mainline authority. But I haven't had real good luck with auto. We'll see if we can make that work. Yep, there's Bob. Just like old times. Alright, we got that on. Don't need the panel lights. Get our headlight on. Let some air in here. Don't want it to get too stuffy. Take the parking brake off. Hey, we got a different horn here on CSX. That's cool. Bob had a long week. I've had a long week. Need some trains to relax. Looks like I forgot to throw the switch. So we'll see if we can talk to Otto. He'll let us out on the main. What is our channel down here, Georgia? Channel 14, and we toned star 5. I have a railroad map that I'm referring to. Info. Yeah, there's some trees and some green grass. All kinds of good stuff down here in Georgia. Alright. Channel 14. Goodness gracious. Come on, dispatch. Request relinquish. Yeah, I'd like to have mainline authority. Oh, I turned my thingies off. Unable to issue mainline authority. Yeah, I'm not sure how that's supposed to work. So... yeah. I don't know. I don't know if that's just not functionality that he has, or if I'm doing it wrong. Where's that go? Well, that's a Y. Well, if we don't go past this signal, I think we shall not anger Otto, so... let's try that. So I'm going to set up a position here. We'll see if Otto gets mad at us. And they need to come back here. And then we should be able to just back in and get those cars. So we're playing conductor, brakeman, engineer. We're the whole crew. This does have excellent multiplayer. There's a lot of community servers around. But I tend to just Play on my own here. When I get the time, I can just hop on and do my own thing. Alright, now I can just boink. Pop back to that save position. And then we'll line back to get into the yard. I think I might have crossed the signal. Did I go too far? Let's hop on the back step here. I didn't see Otto yelling at me, so I think we're okay. And then, yeah, we're good to go. All the way back to that cut. Looking at the gradient here, it looks to be fairly flat here in Oglethorpe. So from what I've heard out on the main, the grade goes all over the place. Alright, let's slow down and we'll hop off. Come back about half a car. Like we got some coal, maybe. A little rusty on the keyboard. Working too much lately. That'll do. I think we got him. Alright, we don't have that many cars, so we'll just go ahead and connect everything up instead of using the magic key. Family line system. Huh. What's cool about being in Georgia is I get to see some new rolling stock. Some of it's the same, but get to see some new stuff too. One thing I like about Run 8 is you can run around and do all this stuff, or you can just take shortcuts if you don't want to bother. But part of what I love about it is this the amount of simulation that's involved. There's a CSX car. Alrighty, and then we'll close you off. We can start getting some air in these guys. Actually, are they loaded? They empty. Yeah, these are all loaded, so we should probably put some air in there. Yeah, we got 2 engines, and we're on level ground. Let's just pull them over and we'll pump air when we get the rest of the train hooked up. That should work. Alright, I'm going to release the parking brakes. I will use the hand key for that. Big Blue Bob. Alright, Bob, you ready to do this? Definitely have to cross the signal this time, unless I go back into the Y. Maybe that's what you're supposed to do. Use the Y for your, let's teleport down here. You're supposed to use the Y as your switch lead. Oh yeah, we got lots of room. Cool, we'll do that. blue car was on the back. Plenty of braking power. Oh, look at that. Look at that, chat. Nope. Double clicked. Like a glove. Never heard of this line. Yeah, it used to be called the Fitzgerald. I'm not sure what it's called now. It may just be like CSX or something. I don't know. Pretty famous from what I understand back in the day. Sorry, I had to hit the mute there. It's spring in Missouri, so allergies are in full swing. Throat's a little scratchy. All right, let's bring her on back. About 3 cars. Okay, now we got everybody hooked up. We'll go ahead and set that save position. Let's go ahead and get our air hoses. Use my hotkey to take all the handbrakes off. Shouldn't go anywhere. We're on level ground. Worst pollen you've seen? Yeah, I'm near St. Louis, Missouri, and it's like the allergy capital of the nation. I never had seasonal allergies till I moved down here. It's insane. Like I have a black truck that sits in the driveway, and it just gets coated. It looks like somebody just took yellow powder and just coated it. I'll have to turn on the windshield wipers this time of year when I go out to drive the truck, just to wipe all the pollen off the windshield so I can see out. It's ridiculous. But I think the reason the allergies are so bad here also is because we've got the 2 rivers, so the mold counts are really high. I'm right where the Missouri and the Mississippi come together in that part of the country. All right, so we'll close you off. And we go back down to here. You are open. You can be open. I'm using keys to teleport around a lot just to save some walking. So sorry if that gets anybody confused. You are open, so we can get you partial, get some air flowing. So we're going to keep an eye on our cubic feet per minute here, flow rate. We are neutral. We're going to take up to notch 1 to pump more air. And we'll wait for the air to pump in there. These guys are empty. That's been sitting here. We can see the brake pipe pressure's coming up. The auxiliary reservoir is starting to fill, as well as the emergency reservoir. And again, if you don't want to do all this stuff, you could just... There's options you can turn on, and you just hit a key, and boom, you have air brakes. Barely go outside in the summer. We want to do notch 2 on the 40-2? I can never remember. We'll do notch 2. Yeah, it's notch 1 on the newer ones, isn't it? Like the SD70s. Yeah, we're pumping air. Let's see. Let's bop down here. Let's actually put an EOT on. And we'll get some info in the cab there. Is that open? Oh, no, it's a black door. What's in here anyway? Is that coal? Well, those are empty. Some of these... Oh, it's wood chips. Is that wood chips? Yeah, it looks like wood chips. Let's see. Where are we going? There's our switch list. We're going to Timber Ridge Forest Products. Oh, I thought these were sorted already. Are they not sorted? Oh, there's a VCC in there. I thought these were all sorted. Dadgummit. Yeah, the cottonwood fluff, Frederick. We've got big balls of that all over my patio. The wind's blowing them up into balls. Yeah, I just assumed these were already blocked since they were sitting here. Well, they sort of are, except for that one car. Why would that one car be in there? Great question. While we're pumping air, where is VCC? Yeah, we hit VCC on the way back. I'm not sure why it's in the middle like that. I'm not going to do those. I'm going to go in the tagger here. And if I remember right, we edit all these at once. Ah! That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, I unselect stuff. Thought there was an easier way to do this. No, why did you have to do that? Come on, game. Work with me here. If I select all those, and then I click here, and I can edit them all. I don't need all that local info. Wait, those all say TRF. That can't be right. I are confused. Oh, I accidentally copied something. How did I copy that? Oh, brother. Okay. Well, apparently if you click some weird combination of buttons in the tagger, you can... yeah. You can totally screw up your tagging. Awesome. Is there an undo button? Crap. Well, I remember this one was going to VCC. Man, that really sucks. Tell you what, folks. Should be an autosave. Oh, do I have world autosave turned off? Son of a... Alright. I do have it turned off. Well, I just screwed up all the industry tagging on those cars somehow. I'm not sure how I did that. Yeah, Bill, unfortunately autosaves was turned off. However... Alright, let's do this. Let's just screw up everything. Train, Autosave terrain. Load. No, it's saved with the bad tag. All right, well, I'm going to start over, and then we're going to expedite getting to this point. I just screwed up all the tags. Reminds me of grocery shopping with my mom when I was a kid. The stores would play that kind of music. Oh, what a goober. But it saved those, so that we got that going for me. Alright, we'll switch for the Y. That guy lined up. Yeah, reboot, Bob. Now I know that there's some, cars mixed in here for some reason. There's a VCC in here, which should be on the back of the train. You're TRF. Yeah, so we'll have to do a little switching. It's very CSX. Is CSX like the Swift? Like in the trucking world, there's Swift. Is CSX like the Swift of the train world? It's kind of the vibe I get from people. Alright, parking brake off. I get my headlight on. Yeah. Alright, let's go, Bob. We gotta make it snappy. Done messed up. Yeah, we'll just leave the autosave on there for 10 minutes for the world. Depends on who you talk to. Yeah, I guess. That's not the right switch, dummy. Yeah, I should probably not be driving a train tonight. The way things are going. Grab the step without falling off. There we go. At least we did that part right. So it kind of looks like we ought to pull this first cut out and but stick that tanker car on one of these empty tracks. That tanker car needs to be on the... No, it should be on the front of the... Oh, that's probably why. Now it makes sense. It is blocked correctly. I don't think you're supposed to have a tanker car, at least 20 years ago, next to the locomotive. That's probably why that tanker car is on the other side of these wood chip cars. It kind of makes sense now. All right, bring her on back. Let's see, is my F7... Yeah, it's still just set to arrows. Alright, hit F7. That'll hook all the arrows up. Take all the handbrakes off. Yeah, exactly, G-Jenner. As soon as I started thinking out loud about it, I'm like, oh, that's why they're there. Kind of makes sense. It's almost like whoever blocked these cars here knew what they were doing. It was originally the Atlanta, Birmingham, and Coast Railroad. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I saw that video pop up on my recommended, but I hadn't watched it. There's that tanker. And then, yeah, we got blue on the other side there. Slack run in a little bit. Save. Remind me to save before I do any tagger stuff. That's a good hard couple. Yeah, release all handbrakes. Back to the front. And in the interest of time, so like I was saying, if you don't want to go through all this stuff, auto into train, auto air brake, boom, we have air in the train. So I was working on pumping up air when I completely screwed up the train. So I'm going to go ahead and drop another save. Then I'm going to try to do this tagger thing again. I'm not sure what I did to copy that wrong. Somehow I copied fields, which I didn't even know you could do. It's been one of the shift clicks or something. I'm using left control to just highlight all those. Then I click up here, and then we can just delete all together. And then did that screw it up? It did screw it up. I thought it would just remove the front part. Apparently that changes it to be all the same stuff. Okay. Well, now we know what happened. And since I saved, we can just come right back here. No, not exit to desktop. We'll get it. We'll get it eventually. How's it going, Bobby the Train Whisperer? There we go. We could use the Train Whisperer tonight. For sure. Okay, all trains loaded. Get auto back on. Won't take us long to get back to where we were. Okay, all the things. Here you go, Bobby. That was for you. Okay, we didn't quite get back past the Y, but I don't actually know where we're going. Let's get our info back up. We've got the brakes on. All the handbrakes are released. Where are we going? I don't know. How do we get out of here? We need to go... Okay, we need to get back out on here. That's the main line. That goes... I'm not sure if that actually goes anywhere, if that just ends. Like, if I don't know if there's a route you can buy that hooks up to that. So I do need to back up past the Y. I need to back up about a car length or two. Okay, so we got that. Yeah, we need to back up like an inch in length. We're using the Y as our switching lead. Just use the independent there. Probably shouldn't have done that. Excuse me. Allergies. All right, I think we're ready to leave Oglethorpe. So let's hop in the cab here. How's it going, Bob? Over on channel 14. Got Otto on the horn. I don't think I'm good enough to do Jingle Bells. And let's request a signal. Since we're already setting on the main anyway. Proceed on signal indication. Now here's where I have to get used to possibly new signals. So it looks like this might be the dwarf we're coming out of the yard. Maybe? And we got a blue over here. What in? Got my CSX signal cheat sheet, but it looks like he's letting us out. He's got the switch line for us. We got a little green dwarf there. I think we're good to go. Yeah, I wasn't sure how much slack we'd have dark wind, so better safe than sorry. Let's bop back here and get that closed off. Get the yard cleaned up. I think it's shift star. There we go. We're only 1,600 feet long. The tiny train. Floor it! Speed limit 30. Boo! Yeah, X-ray, that's what I was saying earlier, that being down here in Georgia on the CSX, we get to see some different rolling stock I haven't really seen that much of before. That's kind of cool. It says positive grade, but kind of felt like we were heading downhill. Yeah, there we go. Now we're starting to head downhill. Well, that's a big old grade. May want to stay off the throttle. We get out of the yard. Right, let's bop back to here. Clean that one up. All right, back in the cab. Yeah, see, we're already kind of starting to pick up speed. And I don't know this route at all. I don't even know where we're going. We're going this way. We've got a few miles to go. All right, so we're out of the yard. And I don't remember if we're in between here. I don't know for sure. Something we got to figure out. So we're heading all the way down. Basically, we're going to head down and then we have to turn around and come back. So we're heading down to Timber Ridge Forest, which is down near 705-ish. So we need to look out for mile markers. Like driving through Alabama or Georgia on the interstate. Just got trees on the left, trees on the right. Can't see a darn thing. Yeah, we're shifting into overdrive. That click is basically it's cutting in different windings on the traction motors once you get above 21 miles an hour or something like that. SD40-2. Pretty cool. No trespassing. CSX. Kind of swampy, Bob. Alright, let's get, not that one, this one. There we go. That'll give us our grade and our signal info. As well as our track speed. Cow and gators on the track. I actually saw a cow laying along the track when I was checking out some of the AI trains. I haven't seen any gators yet, though. Is that the whistle post? That must be the whistle post signal. Or sign. I gotta get used to looking for that. Bob has. Bob's seen it all. No, there's a W. Maybe that wasn't the whistle signal. I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go. So we're at 726. We need to go down to 705. Or, yeah, 705. So we got about 20 miles to go. Oh, dang, there's a Waffle House. Waffle House! Waffle House. Alright, we headed into serious grade, and I wasn't really paying that much attention, so we're down to 30 miles an hour. Bob is not pleased. But we just got a little baby local train, so we should be able to speed right up. Theory. It doesn't feel like we're terribly sprightly. Yeah, both engines are making noise, so that's good. We can't be that heavy. We're 2,000 tons. Why are we struggling so hard? What's around the bend, chat? I don't know. Did I put my headlight on bright? Yeah, I did. Definitely did. Definitely an engineer that knows what he's doing. Yeah, we're going under a road of some description. We're running just flat out. Pretty good grade up through here, I guess. Even with a little baby train, we're not accelerating a ton. So from what I could see, just flying around this sub a little bit, it's a lot of, oops, single track, and then you'll have this little industries just right off the main line. Case in point. Oh, I missed a whistle post. And then some of these industries will get on the way back. Basically, we run down to Timber Ridge Forest, and then right next to it is a bunch of other industries. We'll have to run around the train after we switch Timber Ridge Forest. Then we start heading back and dropping off on the way back up. Alright, we're finally getting up to track speed. Reduction to 40. Perfect. And they get the regular whistle posts, too. I don't know what the white post with the black lines is. I'm sure it means something. Yeah, lots of paper industry for sure. A different sounding horn. I shouldn't have backed off the power quite that much. Yeah, definitely not the usual horn that we're used to. Oh, he went across when it was flashing. Look at that, overgrown. That's kind of cool. I'm guessing that siding doesn't get used a lot. Let's see, is it Shift F8? Yes, I could turn those on, but it gets kind of busy on the screen. I don't like to leave them on all the time. So I guess leaving Oglethorpe, you just put it in run 8 and go for it, apparently. I think we're leveling off finally. Oh, we got a big downgrade. Holy crap, game. This is a roller coaster, it's not a railroad. Hoping that speed's going to come down. Holy cow. Got a green. Good thing. Our previous signal was a clear, so chances we were going to have a green. I don't know what the G on the signal meant there. Probably something important. There's a lot going on here. New route, new engineer. We're sort of going 40-ish. We're leveling out, so speed should start dropping off here pretty drastically. Alright, can we coast for a bit, train? Feeling good? Making sure we were bailed off. Needle looked like it was. See why people like this line. It's exciting. That dip right there. Goodness gracious. We can ease some of that slack, stretch it back out. Keeps you on your toes, that's for sure. Man, can you imagine running like a 8,000 foot train across here? That'd be nuts. I've completely lost track of any kind of mileage posts. Yeah, I could tell X-Ray that they weren't leveled. Got some big old swaybacks in it. So coming back, we're going to be sailing. We should have green, so we're 719. 14 miles to go. There's no other trains on the railroad but us. Was there a whistle post I missed? But there was that white thing. White post with black stripes. 790. That must have been dueling. This is dueling sighting. Then it's just past Lily. Is Lily on here? Yeah, so just past here. This is where we're going to be switching. We work our way back to Oglethorpe. Alright, what's the grade doing? Slight downhill? Like we might be heading into the downhills. I don't know if they tend to use dynamics or air more on here. Actually, let's just keep it stretched out. Like we're heading back into normal hill climb again. Couple notches back on. Let's keep this thing stretched out if we can. Yeah, because now we're back into 1% again. Holy cow, train. Hang on. Still with me, Bob? Yeah. Nothing phases Bob. So once you know this route, you could do a lot better job of handling the terrain than I'm doing. We have Lily already? Yeah, around 7:05, we'll start seeing some of the industries we're gonna hit on the way back. Getting pretty close to the Timber Ridge Forest, TRF. How we looking here? We're still heading downhill. We just let it ride. We're supposed for something up here. We have 12 kids at home. Bob just works for the railroad to escape. Is that what you're saying? $7:16. So we've got about 10 miles still to go, looks like. My track schematic doesn't really it's not scaled. It just shows you the stuff. So there's about a quarter inch between Lily and 7:05, and that's like 10 miles of terrain and track. So, all right, we're headed back downhill again. It's a good terrain for your first run. It's only like 1,600 feet long. BSS. Looking to see what that industry was. I don't see BSS on here. Uh-oh. We're speeding a little bit. Be okay, Bob. We're getting her slowed down. Yeah, like I said, this is a roller coaster. It's either 1% up or 1% down. So, whee! Ah, hear those dynamics roar. Lots of ambience. Okay, we're leveling out again. I'm gonna take that as a sign. I think, are you supposed to wait like 30 seconds? Oh, that's when you're going into it. Let the train stretch back out again. Go down too much. I'm a noob. This is a dirt road. I don't think there was anybody there. Alright, looks like she's leveling out a bit. Be heading back downhill again. Maybe. No. Better keep her stretched out. We're going back uphill again. I'm watching these amps here. When it settles out, we can go up a notch. Some kind of milepost marker. Go ahead and turn milepost tags on. We'll see stuff show up. Called milepost tags, but it's actually like place tags. Doesn't always have a marker at every milepost. Like the grade is. Oops, the grade is flattening out a little bit. I mean, we're going to go downhill again. 712. We're getting there. There's 7 miles or so. If you didn't know, that little alarm that just went off is the like the dead man switch. You don't make any control inputs for I think 60 seconds. That starts going off, and then if you don't touch the controls or hit the alerter reset, which is I'm not sure where it is on this engine. It's the right Alt key. If you don't do that within I think another 60 seconds, maybe it puts the whole train in emergency. $711.41. All right, there we go. Let's back off. Signs is not a big thing down south. Bunch of roads coming on. Yeah, there's really not a whole lot of scenery on this sub. It's mostly just trees along the track. Oh, hey. Let's not get going too fast here. I think... Are these whistle? They have these and the little W sign? There's clearly crossings here. Look at that. Where are we? 709. Wadley Street? Like there's no name for the sighting, I guess. It's not on my train, my track map either. Weird. I got a lot to learn about the Fitzgerald. I am but a noob. Speeding down the track. That looks like maybe a hill's coming up. Whee! Looks like a big old something coming up. Letting some of the slacker on in. Giving these locomotives a workout. Yes, that's gonna... come right up into another uphill. Rushing to 45 in 3 miles. Okay. Duly noted. Stretch the train back out. I started to say I don't know if I ever got the thought finish, G. Jenner, that there's more than a few signs here in Missouri that have numerous adornations of the bullet hole variety. And get back on the throttle quick enough. Oh boy, we got down, up over a hill, down again, up over another hill. Whee! I can't keep up. Train keeps getting ahead of me. I'm just gonna let her coast because we got a hill coming. That'll get us slowed back down. If they didn't want to be targets, they wouldn't put them up. More swamp. Crossing coming up here. Forgot, it's not 45 yet. It's getting close. Getting close to the 45. Whoa, actual scenery. Mobile home next to an old barn. Could be seen right out of Missouri, too. Hey, Rick Levin, how's it going? Ramming speed? Hopefully not. More barns. Look, Bob, there's a barn! Like, yeah, it's just a barn. Don't get too excited. Or if this 45 reduction is kind of where we're coming into the area we're going to be working in. Possibly. Running that slack. Hang on, Bob. Yeah, I think this is... Yeah, that's going to be VCC and VTT. Yep. So this is the start of, like, the industries are going to be working. Let's look down at about 6. Start getting some air on. I missed a crossing back there. not sure how far up Timber Ridge Forest is. That's our first stop. So that should be Golden Pack. Yeah, Golden Pack. Was it? Golden Peanut Company here on the right. So we're going to be coming to a stop right up here. How do I like the beta changes? I like most things. I don't like the engines flipping over half the time when you push F to get in the Loco UI. That gets pretty frustrating. And I want them to get the physics sorted back out. Like you could just come to a stop on like a 3% grade and your train doesn't roll backwards. There's way too much rolling friction still. They helped it a little bit. Yeah, the trains don't come off the track, at least. Got that going for it. So, where is our industry? That's a great question. Here it is. We're going to be switching in here. So we come around the corner, and then it's right there. Okay. So we got a bunch of cars coming here. We got some setouts as well for TRF. I mean, we got some pickups. I wish they'd fix that. You should disable the cab controls when you have your window up like that. You can't move this window, can you? So I slowed down a little too much. We're going to creep up around the corner here. Then we'll be working this plant. At least for a little bit. I do need to head to bed kind of on time because I am exhausted. Been working a lot. There's a lot going on with work and track meets and stuff. But I wanted to get a little bit of gaming in tonight. Needed a break. So yeah, there's the switch lead for where we're going. So we will ease to a stop here, and then we'll see what our game plan is. Got to figure out which cars go where, and stuff has to come out of there. I've never switched here before, so I don't really have a plan yet. Okay, we have stopped on a nice steep grade. So let's go to fly mode here. Go faster. So we're going to redo some switch stand saves. Let's save that as position 1. So we come in here. Switch here. Be position 2. Turn on my industry stuff. So basically the two outer sidings where you spot stuff. And at some point we're going to have to run around the cars. Oh boy. See if we can get this figured out. I guess I could grab the pickups. For each of these tracks and then use the pickups as like a lead to put the ones that need to go back in there. So we got the wood ships. Looks like the wood ships go there. Then boxcars go there and the tankers there. Tags on. Okay, so we just have boxcars. We don't have a tanker for... We got wood chips and we got boxcars. Are these guys getting picked up? You are 7220. Tank car. Yep. So we are picking up 6 tank cars. 6 tank cars. Okay. So we are picking those up, but we're not dropping any tank cars off this time. Okay. I think I've got a plan. Let's do it. So we're on about a, what, a 0.5% grade, so we'll set plenty of handbrakes here. That ought to do it. And then we need to uncouple here. Means I need to roll backwards a bit. Let's settle back. I'd have to nudge it a little bit. So you see this is yellow. That means there's too much pressure. This is stretched too much to be able to pull the uncoupling pin up. So I need to get some slack on there. So we'll just bump it back just a touch. Just a little nudge, and then we can pull the couple pin. You can see auto just cancel my routing because I went in reverse. Alright, so we got those broke loose. Get my handbrake set quick enough. So we're gonna need to go grab this track, both of those sets of inputs. Shove the wood chips back where they go. With that string of pickups. Give us some slack. Bob! Bob! Come on, X-Ray, you've been around. You know Bob doesn't do anything but sit there and judge us. Don't see any cars. Wrong button. Forgot we're gonna have to throw that. I'm not sure why that gate doesn't activate. It's a bug, maybe? Gotta retrain my thumb. This horn has got like a lot slower attack speed. The other one. I'm gonna do 3. Or reverse, you gotta do it with authority. So I guess since we don't have any tankers to drop off, I don't know, I'll have to think about that. Let's get this cut hooked up. I'll think about that some more. Alright, bring her on back. What the hey, I'll take the handbrakes off manually. And just hit F5. It'll release all the handbrakes on your entire train. Somehow I have to run around my train and head back the other direction. I'm not sure how I'm going to accomplish that yet. I have a feeling you're supposed to do it here. Maybe we have enough room. And brakes are overrated. It can keep you out of trouble sometimes. And has clicky? A long car, isn't it? Well, that's how long those were. Love the physics in this game. It's so good. Alright, so now we got all those empties. Since I don't have any tankers to drop off, I think I can use the tanker track to run around the train. So that's my plan. We'll see if that works. Because after we switch this plant, we need to have the locos on this side of the train and heading back the way we came. We waiting for a dozen employees to move their cars. Yeah, we don't have to deal with people. That is a bonus. you ever doubt that Bob's in charge, just look at that mustache. Says it all right there. He's the boss. I forget about the orbit camera sometimes. Notice the ditch lights flash on these when you honk the horn. Whee! Too fast. Yeah, we're gonna have to cross that. Get all the way out. Think he likes it, G Jenner? Probably does. Alright, let's hop back to here. And we're going to grab those, I don't know if it's called wood chips or pulp wood. I'm not sure exactly what those are hauling. Wood of some variety. Wonder with these extra cars off. I've got a 550-foot track. Or no, 590-foot track. Right down there at Vienna. That would be long enough. I'm sure there's like a way to do this that makes sense and is really efficient. I just don't know what that way is. Being a complete noob. Right there, that ought to do. Alright, how many handbrakes did I set? 3? Oh, I didn't recouple that, did I? Good. It's just enough power to get her moving. These loaded cars are still on a like a 0.5% grade. Up to nearly 3 miles an hour. Yeah, because we have to run around the whole train. I need those cars on the back. A little bit of a switching puzzle down here. But over there, they've got just enough of a lead you can get a couple engines around something. It's like it's designed to turn the train here, because that's what the local does. Come down here, switch this, and hit a few industries on the way back. We're heading downhill down there at some point, so we got to be careful. Engines are starting to head down. No, don't stop. Oh, these. What? Should have been lead, right? Wonder it's pulling so hard. All right, I'm a big derp. Let me see what's going on with the terrain here. Oh, you're fine. Why do these pulp cars have full brake application? That's the cars I just picked up. Yeah, why do you guys have full brakes? Okay. No wonder it's pulling so hard. That's weird. Huh. Alright. It'll move a lot easier if we take the brakes off. Just bleed those. Hopefully we can move. Should be able to move. We were moving them with the brakes all the way on. What a noob. That explained why I didn't want to roll backwards once I stopped. Oh, right, because yeah, okay, it makes sense. I'm just being dumb. Don't drive trains when you're tired, kids. Alright, so we shove all the way through and we'll drop the loaded ones there in that track. And it looks like this cut of boxcars here. Yeah, they go here. This tanker car doesn't. So we'll have to figure that out. We have to figure out how to run around the train here. We might have enough room. Also need to go investigate that team track. That might be the thing to do, is use the team track. All right, so that whole track there is good to go. Oh, Vienna Propane is... That's where that VIP was coming from. That's a whole different industry. Gotcha. Don't have any VIP. All we got is TRF for this industry. Yeah, we can slow down pretty good. Just making sure. We are just using the independents here. Can I click on you? Hello? But you can't click on them when they're in the thing. Oh, there we go. Got it. First try. Some handbrakes. Pull the pin. On out of here. Yeah, Vienna propane. Okay, so we are supposed to pick those up. It leaves us with this guy. Is VC. He needs to be on the very end of the train. Not sure what the best strategy is there. But we need to get these boxcars over there. Then we'll figure out our next move. So we'll head on back here, a couple on, and then we'll just have to knock off the cars we don't need. Got plenty of stopping power. I guess it wouldn't have to be on the end of the train. It could be on the front of the train, behind a buffer car. That would also work. Stop too quick. Come on, Gravity. Do your thing. Good job, Gravity. No! Stopped a little too quick. There we go. Trying to think. Probably, yeah, on this kind of grade. Let's see. I'm going to use that to hook up the air hoses. And we haven't cut anything off behind here. Yeah, there we go. They release once the brake light pressure. So usually you can release once it gets down to around 60 or so. You can open this up full without blowing the emergency. Short of trains we got, I think we're gonna be okay. Top in the cab. We got on the back end. Okay, brake pipes up on the back end. So let's go ahead and do full independent. I hit F5 to release all the handbrakes on this road. The slack sort itself out. See if we can move. No problem. Amazing how you can move so much better when you don't have 5 loaded cars with their brakes on. Sometimes I'm a real derp. Let's hop down here. I just wanted to pull this up and drop the cars off back here that we don't need. And I completely misjudged when I should make the brake application. So. Got that going for us. Well, while that's stopping... Oh, there's stuff sitting on the team track. Guess we won't use that for anything. Yeah, all we have to work with is this. Fair enough. So, I needed this car to be about where that car is. Misjudged it a little bit. Yeah, those are loaded. Back we go again. This time under that awning over there. we go. Block the road with flares. Those already switched. Ah, they've got a picture on there, so it looks like it goes back in there. That's kind of neat. All right, we got those there, and I'll just grab the tankers back there. Just have to figure out if we have enough room to run around the train. See, that was that 2. I like that you can save positions. It makes one-man operations a lot easier. I got to thinking, I forgot to put the brakes on. Now I'm going to have this car, which I need to drop off kind of in the middle of the train, but I guess that'll be okay. I need a buffer car anyway. Back in there. Uh-oh. Tight clearance. Don't ride cars. These are in. Up. And let's see. We're going to break in. I guess we might as well pump these up. Two off. Two for pumping air. Oh, that's right. Had the one tanker. Derp. Cool. Brake pipe came right up. Try to take the handbrakes off. There we go. Oh. Didn't have a 3 set out here. My bad. Thought I'd set this one to 3. That was my old 3 back at Oglethorpe. Oh, the road crossing went down, went back up again. Huh. Oh wait, no. Want that one as is. Uh-oh. Okay, good. I didn't misjudge too badly. Okay, now I need to run around the whole dang train somehow. So we get hooked back up. See if we got room in there, I guess. Wrong end. Yeah, still got the EOT on it. Beautiful. Okay, cool. Brakes are releasing. So that means the air is up. Now we'll see if this train will fit in there. Actually, if I look at... Ooh, I don't think it's going to fit in there. 1735. If I look at my sheet here... Yeah, I don't think that's going to fit. Those flares burn out? Oh, they only last so long. Okay. Well, what are our options here? Thought we were supposed to run around the train here, but there's no way it'll fit in there. Like I said, there's some way to do this that like is logical and makes sense. No way to run around the train. Sure. I thought maybe we could put it on this track. That's not long enough. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some research and some thinking, but I think I'm gonna call it tonight. I am super duper tired. It's been a long week at work. And I got stuff I gotta do tomorrow, so yeah, I'll have to do some thinking. Because now we need to head back towards Oglethorpe, but we need the locomotives on this end of the train. Be able to switch all the trailing point stuff. I was just wondering if there was siding down this way. There is a siding down here. Oh, okay. Is this a controlled siding? It is. So this must be the next siding down, which is... Okay, so I guess you could run down to Ideal and run around the train there. Maybe that's what you're supposed to do. Use this siding. Even got a little yard there. Okay, so that's probably what the train does. Needs to run down the track a little ways to Ideal. Like a mile or two. Run around the train there and then head back. That makes sense. And that's what we'll do next time. Thanks for hanging out, folks. Hope you have a fantastic weekend. And I shall catch you next time. Take care.